Welcome everyone to the Venetian 2 Under 18 Novice Division Final. We are all ready to begin. I will start with Michael. Which category would you like?
I'll take history, please.
History. Okay. Your topic is name some medieval British monarchs from the dumb ways they died. Would you like to double?
Yes.
Yes, double. Okay. The first English king of this name died from eating too many lampreys. Another English king of this, while besieging a minor castle for no reason, this king was shot with an arrow by a teenager and died. Sorry?
Richard the First.
According to legend, Edward II was killed with a red-hot poker on the orders of his wife, a queen of this name, nicknamed the She-Wolf. That French queen of this name was the lover of Roger Mortimer.
Elizabeth.
This is Isabella. 20 there, but doubled to 0. John.
I'll also take history.
History. Your topic is gangs of the 5 Points neighborhood. Would you like to double?
No.
This mobster got his start in the 5 Points gang alongside Lucky Luciano. This man ordered the St. Valentine's Day massacre and was eventually arrested for tax evasion.
Al Capone.
The 5 Points neighborhood was located in this U.S. state. Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott organized a conference in this state in 1848.
New York.
The Dead Rabbits helped elect a mayor of this surname who was dragged out of City Hall by a rival police force 1 month before the Dead Rabbits riot. A Georgia Tech football player with this surname commanded the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War.
Theodore?
This is Wood, as in Fernando Wood and Leonard Wood. You're 20. Dwight.
Let me think. History.
History. Your topic is Levantine peoples in ancient Egypt. Would you like to double?
No double.
Nope. The biblical land of Goshen was centered on the capital of these people, who probably migrated from the Levant. Amosa I expelled these people from their capital, Avaris.
Hittites. Final.
Hyksos. A coalition of Canaanite rebels led by the king of this city was destroyed by Thutmose III at Megiddo. The largest chariot battle in history was named for this city, where a stalemate was reached in 1274 BC.
Isn't it just isn't the city called Armageddon? Final.
This is Kadesh. This pharaoh's capital was built to replace Avaris and used it as a dumping ground. This great pharaoh won at Kadesh.
Thutmose. Final.
This is Ramses II. 4 no points there. Srikar?
Oh, why not? Let's clean up history.
All right,
I'll take
history.
history.
Your topic is political leaders dying in plane crashes in Africa. Would you like to double?
Oh, I should.
Mulligan.
I hear Mulligan from Dwight. Srikar?
I'll mulligan back.
All right, you'll use your mulligan to nullify. So your topic is political leaders dying in plane crashes in Africa. Would you like to double?
Oh, no, thank you.
This leader died in a suspicious plane crash en route to peace negotiations during the Congo crisis. This Swedish politician remains the youngest ever Secretary General of the United Nations.
What? Like Smith direct.
This is Dag Hammarskjöld. It's not Morocco, but the deadliest plane crash in this country's history may or may not have killed several members of the Polisario Front. Ahmed Ben Bella led this country's FLN during its War of Independence.
Bro, what? Wait, what? No. Like Algeria?
This tragedy was triggered when Juvenal Habyarimana's plane was shut down. During this event, Hutus massacred Tutsis in a Central African nation in 1994.
The Rwandan genocide. Correct.
420. Dwight.
Literature.
Your topic is things written off cliffs in American novels. Would you like to double?
No double.
Eleanor Savage drives her horse off a cliff to prove a point in a novel by this author, This Side of Paradise. This author chronicled Nick Carraway's journey through West Egg in his most famous novel.
Fitzgerald, final.
In a novel by this author, a policeman pushes the protagonist's car off a cliff for no discernible reason. This Southern Gothic writer also wrote the story A Good Man is Hard to Find.
What's her name? O'Connor, final.
An author with this surname depicted Ruthie's mother tragically driving herself off a cliff in the novel Housekeeping. In The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Muff Potter is framed for the murder of a doctor with this surname.
The doctor's name. Johnson, final.
This is Robinson for 20. Streetcar.
I guess we'll like try the trends again. Literature, please.
Literature. Your topic is adaptations of Theban plays set in Africa. Would you like to double?
What? No.
While in exile in England, this author wrote an adaptation of The Bacchae of Euripides. Ellison claims memory is master of death in a play by this author, Death and the King's Horseman.
Soyinka, direct.
The Independence of Ghana was analogized in Odale's Choice, an adaptation of Antigone written by an author from this general region, Kamau Braithwaite. This region was home to an author who wrote about wannabe warrior Felix Hobain in the play Dream on Monkey Mountain.
Like, that's, like, Crete, direct.
This is the Caribbean. In a play by this author, John and Winston rehearse an adaptation of Antigone while waiting to be released from an unnamed prison. This South African playwright wrote Master Harold and the Boys.
Like Fugard, direct.
For 20. Michael. Lit. Your topic is Thomas Gray's poetry. Would you like to double?
No.
A Youth to Fortune and to Fame Unknown is the dedicatee of a Gray poem titled for this genre written in a country churchyard.
LGE.
One of the figures Gray imagines could be resting in the country churchyard is some version of a man with this surname, guiltless of his country's blood. In a novel by a modern author, a man with this surname is tutored by Cardinal Wolsey until Wolsey loses favor.
No answer.
This is Cromwell. Malignant fate sat by and smiled in a Gray poem dedicated to one of these animals which drowned while trying to catch a goldfish. McCavity is one of these animals in a T.S. Eliot poetry collection titled For Them.
I guess, it's like
Answer.
cats.
For 20. John.
I'll take pop culture.
Pop culture.
Right.
Your topic is One Piece. Would you like to double?
No.
A recurring One Piece plot point revolves around the will of this initial, whose holders include Gul Roger and Jaguar Saul. A character with this middle initial turns rubber-like after eating a demon fruit.
J.
This is D. Monkey D. Luffy leads the Straw Hat variety of these people against the world government. Other
Pirates.
fictional members. One of this character's attacks, named Onigiri or Demon Cut, is pronounced the same as Rice Ball in Japanese. This moss head's goal of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world is offset by his amazing ability to get lost.
Zorro.
For 20. Srikar.
What do we want to do here? I'll go for the last lit.
Last literature. Your topic is French short stories. Would you like to double?
Absolutely not. No.
Henry James Paste reverses a story titled for one of these things. Matilda
Necklace.
works for
No.
The Necklace was written by this prolific French short story writer who
Even-
also wrote this author depicted the historical Saint Julian the Hospitalier as a mad hunter in a story from his Three Tales. A Julian Barnes novel titled for this author's parrot is based on his story A Simple Heart.
Like Flaubert, correct?
We're all there. Michael.
I'll take thought and art.
Thought and art. Your topic is a messianic sect from the 1600s. Would you like to double?
No.
The Sabbatians followed one of these people named Zevi, who was accompanied by the prophet Nathan of Gaza. One of these spiritual leaders named Judah Low supposedly made a golem in Prague.
Rabbis.
Unfortunately, Sabbatai Zevi was forced to convert to this religion to avoid dying in Constantinople. This religion's 5 pillars include the Hajj.
Just Islam.
Sabbateanism is considered a part of this general tradition of Jewish mysticism. Much of this tradition is based on the Zohar. Sorry?
The Kabbalah.
For all 3. John.
I'll go with pop culture again.
Pop culture. Your topic is Ghanaian soccer. Would you like to double?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's probably a bad decision.
A Danish club is the most common destination for graduates of Ghana's Right to Dream Youth Academy, which was started by a scout from this English club. Ryan Giggs and Wayne Rooney were longtime players for this club.
Manchester United.
In the 2010 World Cup, Asamoah Gyan scored the winning goal in a round of 16 game against this country, in which Ghana's players did not flop, fake cramps, or waste time in any way. Christian Pulisic is the current star of this country's national team.
US.
In the Ghanaian parliament, Isaac Adongo dubbed Ghana's vice president an economic this player, noting
Harry Maguire.
For all 30, double to 60. Right. Need an answer?
Thought art.
Thought and art. Your topic is German art through printmaking. Would you like to double?
No double.
No double. The German-Israeli artist Hermann Struck printed a piece named Venetian 2 with this specific technique. This printmaking technique is generally accomplished by using acid to cut a design into a metal surface.
Intaglio final.
I will prompt.
Engraving.
No, I need etching. This German Renaissance artist created many etchings and woodcuts throughout his lifetime, including one of an anatomically incorrect rhinoceros and another of Saint Jerome in his study.
It's a good German name. Holbein funnel.
This is Dürer. The German artist and actor Alois Sennefelder is credited with discovering this printmaking technique, which was used by Edvard Munch in Self-Portrait with Skeleton Arm. Odilon Redon produced many works in this oil-based medium, including one of a single eyeball that serves as a hot air balloon.
Surrealism funnel.
This is a lithography, or nothing there. Sean.
I'll go with pop culture again.
Pop culture. Your topic is versions of the song Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Would you like to double?
No.
A new wave musician of this first name performed a cover of the song, which became popular in Britain in the 80s. Another artist with this first name recorded Jailhouse Rock near the Memphis mansion where he is buried, Graceland.
Elvis.
A band with this name arranged the most popular cover of the song on the same album in which they recorded The House of the Rising Sun. A Pink Floyd album with this name begins with the song Pigs on the Wing.
Oh, my teammates are going to be so mad at me about this. Motown.
The Animals. Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood was initially written for and performed by this artist in 1964. This artist of Feeling Good asks a rock, "What's the matter with you?" in Sinnerman.
Sam Cooke.
This is Nina Simone for 10. Dwight.
Let's go with. Let me think. Thought art.
Not in art. Your topic is magic rings in Norse mythology. Would you like to double?
No double.
This ring duplicates itself into 9 copies every night, but what happens to all those copies is unclear. This ring was placed on Baldur's funeral pyre.
Mjolnir final.
This is Draupnir. Loki stole the magic ring of a member of this race, Andvari, after trapping him with Ron's net. Smiths of this race, named Brock and Eitri, forged Draupnir.
Even money. Elves final.
Dwarves. Draupnir was forged by dwarves for this god after Loki made an ill-conceived bet. This Norse Allfather is the grumpy father of Thor.
What is this? Odin final?
For 10. Srikar?
Oh no, this is bad. What's our best option here? Thought and art, please.
Not nerd. Your topic is Joseph Stalin's taste in classical music. Would you like to double?
Mulligan.
Mulligan from Michael?
Yes.
Srikar?
Interesting. I'll go with the other thought and art.
Other thought and art. Your topic is the paradoxes of Bertrand Russell. Would you like to double?
No.
Russell's most famous paradox discusses these mathematical objects. The paradox arises when considering a collection of these things that do not contain themselves.
What's like a set direct?
Russell attempted to resolve his paradox by introducing a ramified theory of types in this book, which he wrote with Alfred North Whitehead.
Oh, no answer.
This is Principia Mathematica. In his analysis of definite description, Russell provided the statement, "The present king of France is bald," as an example of a sentence that violated this logical principle, and is thus a paradox. This tautology states P or not P.
What? Like a fallacy direct?
This is the law of the excluded middle. For 10.
What?
Michael.
Okay, so thought and art, and I'm doubling.
Right. Your topic is Joseph Stalin's taste in classical music. You're doubling. The article Muddle Instead of Music, once erroneously believed to have been written by Stalin, was published a few weeks before the premiere of this composer's Peter and the Wolf. This Russian composer also wrote the ballet Romeo and Juliet.
Prokofiev.
Katerina Izmailova falls into a river in an opera named for this Shakespeare character. Muddle Instead of Music hated on that Dmitri Shostakovich opera titled for this character.
Lady Macbeth.
Stalin sent Maria Yudina 20,000 rubles after she performed a piano concerto by this composer. This composer wrote 2 G minor symphonies nicknamed Great and Little.
Just Mozart.
For all 30, double to 60. Which means going into round 5, we have Michael and John tied at 110. Srikar, and then Dwight. So Michael, which order would you like to go?
I'll go first.
First. John,
I'll go second.
second. Srikar,
Third.
third. And so Dwight will go last. Michael, which category?
Science.
Science. Your topic is electrical conduction. Would you like to double?
No.
This law of electricity states that voltage equals current times resistance, or V equals IR.
Just Ohm's law.
While electrical resistance is measured in ohms, electrical conductance is measured in this SI unit. This unit of measurement is also referred to as the mho.
It's like, what is conductance?
Answer?
No answer.
This time. This is Siemens. Ohm's law can also be formulated as current density equals conductivity times this quantity. The Coulomb force experienced by a point charge equals this quantity times its charge. Answer.
This quantity times it's like electric potential.
Electric field, pretend.
Oh,
John.
Pop culture.
Pop culture. Your topic is video games whose soundtracks contain music created by popular artists. Would you like to double?
Mulligan to the next pop culture.
Mulligan. All right. Your topic is the company that developed the board game Stratego. Would you like to double?
No.
Stratego was first produced in this country, whose players include four-time world champion Eric van den Berg. A board game owned by Peter van Pels is on display in the Anne Frank house in this country.
Netherlands.
The Dutch company that developed Stratego was the first to sell this other game in the Netherlands. McDonald's ran a yearly $1 million promotion based on this game, which sparked
Monopoly.
criticism. Traditionally, Stratego players have 6 of these immovable pieces. One of these pieces removes any piece that attacks it other than a minor.
Pawn.
These are bombs for 20. Srikar.
Ooh, but no. Science, please.
Science. Your topic is layers of the atmosphere. Would you like to double?
Absolutely not. Oh no. No.
Meteors burn up in this layer of the atmosphere. This middle layer of the atmosphere is located below the thermosphere.
Mesosphere, right?
This layer lies right under the mesosphere and above the troposphere. This atmospheric layer contains the ozone layer.
Stratosphere.
The central layer of this layer of the atmosphere is known as the Kennelly-Heaviside layer. The discovery of the reflective E section of this layer earned Edward Appleton a Nobel Prize in physics.
Like troposphere, correct?
This is the ionosphere. For
Oh, I
sure.
was gonna say that.
Right.
Science.
Science. Your topic is the genetic code. Would you like to double?
Let's double.
Double. All right. DNA winds around histones to create nucleosomes in these genetic structures that humans have 23 pairs of. The X and Y types of these structures are sex determining.
Chromosome.
This modification is commonly performed on the lysine, but not the arginine residues of histones. This modification makes the DNA more accessible to transcription.
Let me think. CRISPR, final.
This is acetylation. Unlike acetylation, this modification reduces transcription of DNA. This modification commonly occurs at CPG islands.
CPG Islands. Let's see. Yeah, no. Good game.
This is
No answer.
methylation. 410 double to 0. Which means our final score, very close. John at 130, Michael at 120, Srikar at 100, Dwight at 30. Good game to all players.
Good game.
Game.